Going live. Welcome everybody. This is COCW's CannaCorner with Canids Dyer live on Coffee Party USA Radio.
Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? As he just said, Mr. Bobby, my name is Canids Dyer and this is COCW's CannaCorner. Give y'all a few minutes to get on. Trying to look at Facebook too so I can see when y'all are talking and stuff. We got a good show today, y'all. Can't wait. Miss Kelly is gonna be on. Mystery. She's a DJ. She'll be at CannaFest. But first I wanted to say my heart goes out to George Floyd and his family. It is a horrible thing that happened, and those cops definitely, all of them in my opinion, deserve justice. It's horrible. And for the people who are out there protesting peacefully and getting the point across that needs to be gotten across, I totally salute y'all. But heck yeah, y'all. So let's get the show started. I wanted to say that this is COCW's CannaCorner. We're brought to you live by Coffee Party USA Radio, Cannabis Open Carry Walks, The Human Solution International. And yeah, so I got Kelly on today. We're going to be talking about CannaFest. And I wanted to let y'all know that this weekend, we've also got a walk coming up in Arlington Saturday from 2 to 5 outside of Raising Cane's. So if y'all are going to be in the Arlington area, over on North Cooper Street, right catty-cornered from the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, we are going to be doing a retry. If y'all know, last time it rained and we had a little incident that happened as well. So we are going to be trying it again this coming up Saturday. So y'all come out there, hang with us, check us out. We'll be letting everybody know about the Walk for Change coming up, as well as educating people on cannabis and trying to end cannabis prohibition. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've got a cool guest here today. Let her in, Kelly. Hey, Kelly, how are you doing, love? I see her audio is connecting. There might be a little bit of technical difficulties. I think it says it's connecting to audio, so y'all just hang with us for just a second. There she is. Hey, Kelly. Can you hear me? It may not have connected to the audio. If you move, I think you're on a phone, right? If you touch the screen, it'll show you a microphone, and if you hit, you should be able to change it. You can't hear me? Is your computer turned up? There it goes, connecting to audio. Check. Did that work? Yay! Yeah, Zoom can be funny. It asks you when you start that you've got to, it'll ask you if you want to connect to audio, and you have to allow it. That way it'll pick up on your mic. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, Michigan's flooding. The world's going to shit. But it's okay. My little personal world's all good.
Right. I'm so excited about having you on today. You're a DJ for Mountain High 10 Radio, right? You want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your show first?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I go by Mystery on Mountain High 10 Radio, and every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I come on and I just kind of do a little talk. I show off products. I talk about like cannabis in Michigan, the laws, like what's going on with it, prices at dispensaries. I basically just smoke weed on the internet.
Wow, that's a great, awesome job to have.
Absolutely, it is amazing. I was
Heck
very
yeah.
excited about it. He's like, I want you to be on the team. I was like, yes.
Mike is awesome. I've known him for a couple years now. I just finally got to meet him in person at our last anniversary party in Houston for the Walk for Change. And that was awesome. We had a good time. And I can't wait to see y'all at CannaFest. Are you excited?
I cannot stop talking about it. Like I keep telling my other coworkers, I'm annoying my roommates about it. Even my mom's talking about it. Like I can't stop talking about it. I am like super duper excited.
It's going to be so much fun. We've done this 2 years now, and I think this will probably be the biggest one we've had so far. I don't know if you've heard, last year we had a trailer fire on the way to CannaFest and everything burned up. Yes, but we still ended up getting it and getting there and doing the show. I mean, we had a lot of complications, but we didn't give up and we just kept going. But this year is going to make up for that. We're planning on having a pretty kick-ass lineup. I know you're going to be DJing in a while. Farrah is going to be DJing in a while. Renee, I know the Sarge is performing. Let me go to our thing so we can talk about all the performers we got.
Okay.
Get on the event over here. I wasn't seeing comments anyway. Normally I try to keep up with people are saying, but for some reason the past couple times I haven't been able to see anybody's comments anyway. So.
Huh. Technology, I tell you.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, y'all. I love all y'all though, and thank you for watching. Okay, so these are we've got Rena McCain, Ziggy Rice, Farrah Hunter, and Kelly Boylan. Is that how you say your name? Boylan?
Boylan, yeah.
And the performing artist we got live is Low Fuzz, Mike, aka the Sarge, with Mountain High Tens Radio, Lots a Lot, Pharaoh, Mr. Matthew, Whitney, aka Dumb Blonde Rapper, Nico Cashin, Dr. Green Dreams, Little ADI, the Wolf Mane, and that's what's his name? He's with the Sarge. Starts with an A, and I just brain farted. Addison or yeah, I'm putting you on the spot now too. But anyway, right? He's badass. He's funny as hell. B Loco Montana, Brianna Rise, John Lee Farewell, Bishop DAMC, California Kid, Creeper, Nod the Comeback Kid, Waterworld, Jamie Sinatra maybe, and Break 903, Attacka, and Big Buzz. So there's a lot of dang performers that are going to be coming. It's just going to be crazy.
I'm super excited. I love live performances, and the fact that it's coming together, live performance, and we're doing it for like a greater good. Like
right.
The plant and the people that need the plant.
Definitely. And Labor Day weekend on Crystal Beach is always like got thousands of people there anyway. So we're basically going out there and bringing a party to all them out there at Labor Day weekend, and they always end up enjoying it and loving us out there. We don't ever have any issues with cops or anything like that. We are very respectful to the police. We make sure the beach is clean, better than the way that it was when we got there, because we don't want to leave a footprint on the beach and make it dirty. Exactly. And so it's just so much fun. But heck yeah, we're offering vendor booths for $100 for 2 days of fun. So if anybody's interested, hit us up on the page. What I want to know, why you smoke cannabis. I know everybody's got a story, and this is kind of what this show is about, is trying to get people's stories out there. What made you find cannabis, and why does it help you? How does it help you?
Well, I started smoking cannabis doing like the typical teenager thing, like, haha, I'm smoking pot, haha. Like,
right.
But over time, I realized it helped with my anxiety, it helped with my depression, it helped with my, what is it called? My rheumatoid arthritis. I always forget what it's called because I try not to like think about it, but like lately, like even my back's been going crazy. I haven't been smoking as much as I should have because I back at my full-time job. But I've noticed like it has a lot of benefits for me and a lot of people, and it's better than doing the other route, like the prescription drugs. Can't do the prescription drugs. I'm actually allergic to a lot of painkillers,
Oh, wow.
so I can't even do that. I can't do like yoga. I can't do stretches. I can't do the physical therapy
Right.
because I have aortic stenosis on top of it. The
Oh,
doctors
wow.
gave me to the age of 45 to live, and I'm 30 now.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so I noticed when I smoke cannabis, I also relax a little bit more. The doctor said, they're giving me to the age of 45 as long as I have a stress-free life. There's no such thing as a stress-free life.
Well, man, I tell you what, doctors are shit. I Miss Tanya Sand, she's a nurse, and they sent her home to die. And she's just been using cannabis. So don't listen to those doctors when they say that,
I try
hopefully
not
the
to.
cannabis is helping you to live longer than that.
I think it is because I've noticed like I'm happier. I'm less like worried about stupid things in life. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to live every day. I'm going to live it happy and I'm going to live it the best way that I know how for that day. I just go day by day. When my day comes, my day comes.
That's all any of us can do. Try to live the best life we can while we're here. We could all die tomorrow and make a change and a difference in the world, for when you do leave. And I mean, I don't think anybody could ask for anything more. I think money and riches ain't really the rich of life. There's just so much more to life than that. And
Right. There's nothing but love and happiness and joy and respect and seeing beautiful things in nature and experiencing beautiful things in life, like watching a baby be born or making your own garden and watching it grow or taking care of a dog or any animal, really. I even had a hedgehog that made my life satisfied at one point.
aw, I love hedgehogs. We had one in our class when I was younger, in elementary class, and they're just so cute.
They are, and everyone thinks they're mean because they have spikes on them. Like, no, like my
Right.
Murphy, I call him Murphy's Law.
Yeah. Oh,
But
cool.
Colin Murphy, he was so nice. I mean, he ran around with the cats that my mom and dad had. They had 3 or 4 cats at the time, and they'd all just play. I'd take him outside, and he'd run around the yard, never ran away. Just sat there and ate all the like little bugs in the grass.
Aw.
Like, pretty darn cool.
It's so cool having animals. We got a hermit crab over there, and I got a cat, and I can just watch them all day. Man, they're just so cool.
I love
It
honey crab.
makes your life so much better having animals around.
Oh yeah, it's that unconditional love. What everyone wants, you can get from an animal. You don't need to get it from another human being. You can give it to yourself, and you can get it from an animal. And that's what people don't understand. It's like it bugs me
Definitely.
because it's like they see them as just dogs or just cats or just lizards and snakes and stuff like that. It's like, no, they have feelings, wants, needs, all that kind of stuff. And
Oh
they
yeah,
love you.
my cat's like a little kid. It follows you around begging, and they're
Oh
just
yeah.
totally like little people.
That's awesome.
Cool deal. Well, what strands help you? What are your favorite strands?
My favorite strand, well, bubblegum kush always gives me that like good mental and the good body. It's just that personally is my strain. If I ever come across bubblegum kush, I'm scooping up as much as I can. Out in Colorado, there's a strain called unicorn poop. That one was pretty good. That was a hybrid, but that was more heavy sativa, if I remember correctly, because I was up kind of doing stuff. I mean, at the
Right.
time, uh, I had that actually in my possession. I was actually homeless, living out of my car, had an
Wow.
abusive boyfriend that tried to kill me multiple times, and just he was just overall a very bad individual. And smoking unicorn poop, I was actually smiling, I was singing, I was dancing. I didn't care that my life was crap. It just
Wow.
helped me try to get myself out of it.
Right. It can be so hard being an abusive I would say woman because I'm a woman, but men can be abused too, obviously. It's just so hard to finally get out of that. Like, and I commend you to standing up and getting out and saving your life, because that's exactly what you did. It always gets worse, and
It always
it's
was. It
very
never
hard.
gets old. No matter
Right.
how bad you want it to get better, the facts always stand. It's never going to get better.
Exactly. There's still times whenever something's not done right that I think in my head, oh shit, you better do that or this is gonna happen. And you're like, why are you even thinking like that anymore? That's not gonna happen anymore. Like you can do what you want.
But you have to train your brain. This is how you survive,
Yeah.
how your brain now is changed and how it functions. And it's like, it's hard for me to get out of those kind of habits because it's like I even hand lighters a certain way. I do things a certain way. I say things a certain way because I still have that, I guess, fear or
Walking on
training.
eggshell, you feel like you're gonna cause a shitstorm if you don't do everything the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. It's crazy. And then you're like basically trained that way forever and you got to untrain yourself out of it. It's nuts. I was thinking the other day on that, like something so small you would think, why am I doing that? Like I don't need to do that anymore.
Right.
But hell yeah, I'm so glad you got out of that, girl, and I'm so glad your life is turning around and things are getting better. I know you were dealing with a flood. How's everything doing? Is it still flooding?
It's
Oh
still
no.
raining pretty heavy up here. Just the other day, about 40 miles down the road, just on the Lake Michigan shoreline, Grand Traverse County, they were having flooding out there, but nothing too far inland. It was only a couple inches of rain. But that one day, with all the flooding where I was supposed to come on, also my cousin's windshield wiper blades were like, hey, we're not going to work anymore.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like as I'm like messaging you and like my boss and just everyone, I was like, I love you guys. I'm so sorry. If I die, I die. This is what's going on. And we were driving through like what I thought were just like flooded rivers. No, it was just like people's like ditches just overflowing. Their fields were overflowing. Like it was
Oh
bad.
wow.
It was really bad. I mean, just the farm down the road was just completely flooded. Like there's a farm on the left side and the right side and the road in the middle, and it was just all flooding into the road even, and we had to drive through that, and it was probably about 4 inches deep.
Damn.
I've never seen northern Michigan flood like this ever.
Well,
Not in
I'm
my entire life.
glad y'all are okay, and we'll be praying for that rain to stop. And
Yeah.
you live right by the lake, right?
Yeah, well, not right by the lake, probably about, if it's just like a crow's fly, probably about 30-40 miles. But if it's a drive, you're probably about an hour away driving.
Right. Man. Well, I really hope it stops raining for y'all.
I hope so too. I'm sick and tired of it. I bought fireworks. I have a tent. I don't want the rain.
Right? You want to go? I want to go camping too. It's like been on my mind for a while now. I want to go fishing. I used to do that all the time before Andrea was born. Like we lived in Iowa and we had like 5 lakes within 15 minutes of us. So we lived on the lake. And then when I had my daughter, obviously you can't take her out as much because she's a baby. And so I stopped. But man, I miss fishing. I love it.
I miss fishing too. I keep talking to like my friends about it, and then every once in a great while, I'm not gonna lie, even like random people on the internet, they'll post their fishing pictures. I'm like, man, I wish I could go fishing with you.
Right.
Because I haven't done it for so long and I miss it. It's something my grandpa and I used to do, me and my dad used to do. And I want to do it by myself or like with my friends.
Right.
Like,
We always say we're going to at CannaFest, but it never happens because we're always so busy that we're all like, let's fish, but we always end up being so tired by the time the end of the day. Everybody wants to chill at the house and rest up for the next day. But it's going to be awesome. We're going to be having a beach house again this year. We had it our first year, so it's going to be so much fun.
I know Mike is talking about renting a house through Airbnb. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm like, yes, I don't have to worry about no freaking hotel security or nothing.
Right. Definitely. It's also good to have the beach house because the first year it rained and we kind of took it all to the beach house, and it underneath the beach house, it had like a bar, like a full bar. And we set up all our merch there and we had the performers perform underneath the house. So we had to cut it short one day, but still there was still a party that went on over there at our house with everybody. So it's still fun.
That's super cool.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
can't
roll with the punches when you do events like this because anything could happen. I mean, you can't predict the weather.
No, can't predict the
Normally we're
weather.
always standing out in the rain though, but I think it flooded. Like the roads, everything were flooded. Like we almost got stuck there because we almost couldn't get out.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. But that's not gonna happen this year.
Nope, not happening this year. It's gonna
Nope.
be everything good weather, good
Everything
people,
bad right now.
Yeah,
Go.
get bad out of the way now.
Heck yeah. But yeah, it's a free event, Labor Day weekend, September 5th and 6th, y'all. This is our 3rd annual CannaFest. I hope anybody who's in the area, Crystal Beach, Galveston, Texas, y'all come say hi to us and hear some awesome music and a great DJ. I'm so glad we met.
I'm so glad we met too. Like really, I don't know how I
There's
live like
those people you like connect with, like before you even know them, like you know what I mean. And I just need to be that with you because what sign are you?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer. See, I'm a Pisces.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's why we get along so well.
Yep.
Okay, we're on the same water sign.
Exactly. Cool,
That's
cool.
awesome.
Well, do y'all have any concerts or anything you want to talk about that are coming up, or maybe Sarge?
Yeah. I know the Sarge is hosting a 4th of July party this year at his home in Colorado Springs. I know that's coming up.
Wow.
It's going to be family friendly. All he asks is there's a list on the Facebook event page of like things you can bring. It's like ice, buns, chips, meats, you know, like stuff like that.
Awesome.
I'm going to try to be attending that also. I have to get a hold of my other job because with things are going right now, it's just all I can say is it's not good. Like business at the ski resort that I work at and golf resort, nobody's coming. And
the corona kind of slowed everything down, right?
it really did. I'm trying to pick up more hours. That way I can buy like a plane ticket, have extra money, go out there and have some fun with my friends and my family. And I'm like cutting it like so close to being able to go and not go. It's just like, come on, guys, let's pick up this work. I need spending money.
Right. No, I get you. Well, hopefully now it seems like it's starting to, or at least here. I'm not sure about there. How is it there with y'all? I mean, we opened up restaurants to like 50% capacity. Some of them are still closed and only doing, but for the most part, everything's starting to open back up here in Texas.
Yeah, that's how we are right now. Actually, as of today, Governor Whitmer, she completely took off all restrictions on the state for quarantine, but still certain things aren't open. So it's like, well, if we're completely open, why aren't like hair salons being opened? Basically like what they deem as non-essential.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, but these things are kind of essential. Like people need their haircuts, they need like tires for their cars, because even like the what is it called? The ironworks here. It's just basically a scrap yard. People come in, take their scrap there, like their cans if they can't take them to Walmart. That's even closed down right now, and people's just been picking up metals on the side of the road and just kind of keeping them in. And believe it or not, here in Michigan, it's kind of a way of living. A lot of people clean up lands, like clean up farms, old houses. They take the scrap metal, get a couple $100 for that week, and they do it again.
Right.
A lot of people that do that. I mean, they even find some cool stuff like old cars, like on farms that people didn't even know they were there in the woods, kind of stuff. Like people clean up property to sell. One of my friends I consider a brother, he found one of those old Jeep pickup trucks.
Oh, wow.
And the guy had no idea like how it got there. Nobody in the family had one. It's like,
that's
really suspicious.
Right. Somebody just dumped a car there.
Yeah, now I want to know. Like I asked, I was like, you got to figure out who owned this truck. We got to find the story behind it. And after that, the story was pretty much dead. We all smoked too much pot.
That's awesome though. Is he gonna redo the truck or?
No, he just took it to the scrapyard, and I think he got like $300 out of it, $350 something, because they go on. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
make some good money doing that.
Oh, some people do, and then there's just some people that just do it for the beer cans.
Right. Right. No, I get you. Definitely. We've got people do that here too. And then we've got people that do haul offs and stuff like that for money.
Very cool.
Hell yeah. I just wish that it sucks at these smaller businesses, man. They need to start opening them back up. Those are the ones that are hurting the worst right now. And like you said, everybody needs a haircut. I know some people who are they may not be able to open the store, but they're still advertising out of their house. Like you can come to their house and do it. Now I'm sure it's like a hush hush thing or whatever, but
Yeah.
uh,
Because I'm sure there's like some regulations behind it. There's always regulations behind everything. Uncle Sam's got to put his 2 cents in and tax it where he can.
exactly, man.
I hate it.
Yes, me too, man. How are the riots going over in where you're at? So that y'all
Well,
got like a curfew, and so did we here in Dallas.
I know, I think it was Detroit and Grand Rapids. Those are some of the 2 major cities that had some of the worst rioting. I mean, there was a 19-year-old boy that was killed in the Detroit riots. There were blocks of burning cars, multiple injuries in Grand Rapids. I didn't hear anybody dying in Grand Rapids, but with all the damage and destruction that was going on there, I would not be surprised. But oh my gosh, my phone keeps vibrating, keeps sliding.
You're good. No,
But,
it's just horrible, man. And I totally support the protesters that are getting out there and protesting this. It is a major, major issue we have all over the world. And I've had people say, well, why are they doing it here? It didn't even happen here or whatever. It's an issue everywhere. Everyone's dealing with this. Police brutality is an issue that we've been dealing with for a long, long time and never gets solved. And people are getting pissed. But with that being said, we have to do it civilly. Like,
yes,
there's no point in burning down the 70-year-old African-American lady's business because of this. Like, we've got to find a way to do it peacefully. And in some cases, though, like here in Dallas, I know I have a friend named Austin. He'll be on next week to talk a little bit about it. They said they were protesting peacefully. And the cops start shooting rubber bullets and pepper spray at them. And that's what riled them up. But the news ain't going to show you that. The news is only going to show you all the destruction that's being done because they want to put protesters in a bad light. Because they can make us look bad, then everybody will just say, oh, well, y'all are just causing trouble. You know what I mean? And so it quiets people. But
they're just escalating it. They're helping escalate the violence because they put that stigma against the
got that eye on us. You know what I mean? We've got an eye, and if you're gonna make a change and a difference, we have to do it responsibly. One wrong doesn't make, two what's that saying? Two wrongs don't
make a right.
Yeah, I mean, when you're gonna have the balls enough to get out there and stand out on the street right now and protest, you need to hold yourself to a higher level because you are being the voice for the American people. A lot of people can't get out there, but will still support you.
Yes.
Having that much responsibility on you, you need to make sure that you're doing it right. Don't burn buildings down and cars and stuff like that. Like all that does is make you look bad and not helping anybody change anything, because then the news is just putting a bad name on you. Like
exactly. And people need to start doing things from love. This is something that I've been preaching from as far as I can remember. I mean, you always do things from love. My mom and dad always say, if you're not doing it from love, why are you doing it?
Right.
These people need to start reaching into themselves and finding the love. It's like, yes, this happened. It was terrible, but we need to do things from love, show love, because if they start, doing their bad stuff, like shooting the protesters when we're just sitting there quietly, peacefully, or just singing our song,
or just that. Yeah, but if you're retaliating, the news is only going to show you retaliating. They're not going to show the cops in that bad light. Exactly.
Yep. Got to show love. It might be hard to show love to people like that, but you got to show the love.
Yes, it hits them 10 times harder that way, because then they don't got an excuse. People are watching these people, innocent people, just sitting there doing nothing, and and it's showing them and their actions. And that's what we want to highlight, is their actions, not our bad actions retaliating. But
Exactly.
it's just horrible though. The whole situation. I hate to even have to be talking about this, y'all. It's
I know.
2020. The racism shit in this fucking world has got to stop. We are all people. We are all humans. We all have to unite and quit letting them divide us. Like, I saw amazing stories. There was one that I saw where a cop got separated from its posse, its crew, and a bunch of protesters stood around the cop protecting him from the protesters, because
Yes.
they were trying to hit, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff is what we need
Yeah.
to shine light on.
That is perfect. That is nothing but love. It's like they are respecting this man's life. They are showing him love by protecting him,
Right.
and they are making sure nothing happens to him, so that we can all just go
Right.
home at the end of the night. That's all
Exactly.
we want
Because
to
in
do
the
is
end
go
of the
home.
day, there are good and bad people everywhere. Like,
Yes.
there are good cops too. There are bad cops and evil cops. And the good cops that stand around and watch the evil ones, like the ones that were letting that guy do that thing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Letting that guy murder that guy right there and just standing there doing nothing. I was like,
That's disgusting.
they are the ones that are bringing the bad name, because people are saying, well, you're just standing there watching it. You may
Right.
be good, but you're just as bad as them, because you just let them do that and didn't do a fucking thing about it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm sorry if I ever see anybody, doesn't matter if you're a cop or not, and you're trying to hurt somebody or kill them. I don't care if I'm 5'3" and 115 pounds. I'm going to step my happy ass in, because that person does not deserve to die. You are not judge, jury, and executioner. You are a human being. It's not your right.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. 100%. Another one was a bunch of white Caucasian protesters were standing in a line protecting the African American people behind them from the tear gas and stuff. They built a wall to. I mean, those are the things we need to be shedding light on. Like, that's the love. That's what we need to be doing, and that's my whole outlook on that whole protest stuff going on right now.
We're basically in 100% agreement of what needs to happen, and it's like another thing. They need to be organized. Everyone needs to come together. All the protesters need to come together and say, hey, this is what we are going to do.
Yes.
This is what we're not going to do. And if you do what we're not supposed to do, you can get off the lines, because you're going to mess this up for all of us.
Exactly.
They need to come together. It's too anarchist. It's too unorganized. They need to come together and say, hey, this is the plan. And once that happens and everybody comes together with the same plan and executes it properly.
Exactly. That's when you're going to make a change. I mean, look at Martin Luther King. You know, he changed things with love, like you're saying, uniting people. You know, he made a difference. Yes, bad things were done to him. That's horrible, but he lives on, and he will live on in forever. His words and what he did. That is the proper way to do things. The way he did it. He got people together. They had a mission. He told them, don't fight. And they did. They stood there and got beat, several times, but they didn't fight. And the reason why is because he knew.
Yep.
The minute you fight, the paper's going to take a picture, and it's going to ruin the whole movement.
Yes.
So we just got to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when we're out there. Be safe. Everybody stay safe. I definitely commend everybody that's out there. Just do it peacefully and in love, please.
Yeah. And I know it's hard, especially because like at least my generation for sure, and probably like even my mom and dad's generation, I know for sure seen it, and maybe even like ones younger than me, but we grew up on a lot of hate. Like even like on the news, on our cartoons, MTV, VH1, like just like people glorifying basically being bullies, being jackasses, and just love, everything but love. It was glorifying all the wrong things. And I don't know if I know for a fact, but I know not everyone is going to be changed out of that and get out of that basically mindset, that to me a disgusting mindset of not love. If it's, I keep going back to this, everything out of love. If it's not out of love, it's disgusting. It's not right.
Right. You're not doing it for the right reasons. If you, it's that's the way explained to me. And I mean, I grew up Christian, and so I know a lot about the Bible, but you get the 10 Commandments and stuff, and they tell you, you know, love your neighbor, don't lie, don't commit adultery. Well, it falls all under love, because if you are loving one another, you're not stealing from them, you're not cheating on them, you're not doing any of the stuff you're not supposed to. And that's why he said the greatest of these is love, you know, the love. And I think that a lot of the message has gotten distorted through the times, you know what I mean, passed down, and human part got into it. But I think the main reason that main part of that story is love one another, do everything out of love, like you said, and just show kindness to the world. There's not much of it around, so
there isn't. And it really upsets me. It's like out in Colorado, I will admit, you know, there was very, very few nice people that I had met, being good people. Now here in Michigan, oh my gosh, I love it. Even in Flint, like if you're broken down on the side of the road, give it like 10 minutes, you'll either have 1 or 10 cars stop to make sure you're okay.
Wow.
I mean, we have one of the
the difference. You know, the difference in that is tragedy. It's sad, but think of everything Flint went through, and they all had to join together and get through that together.
I mean, and it's not even over yet. There's still the clean water.
Yes, they're still having to pay for it.
Yeah, I have to go to my ex-husband's house, and I have to give myself and my dog bottled water still. I can't wash like my dishes I eat food with the water. I have to use bottled water still.
That's
don't have water.
Most people don't realize that Flint is still going on, people. If y'all think it's over, it's not. It's not over by a long shot.
It's been going on for 5 years, and nothing has gotten better. I mean, they have gotten more help from like the government and from celebrities, but now we're going on, like I said, year 5. Nothing's been done. I'm sorry, this is not the way to live. We are making more waste with these water bottles. We're polluting more of our rivers, like the Flint River. I mean, it's not good by any means, but now it's like not great, not even close. And it's not right. What should be done, and I hate saying this, but the money that some of like the stimulus checks that went out, that proves right there that the government had the money to fix it. They chose not to. They chose money over people's lives.
Why don't you take this money that y'all have been endorsing from all these people for making them pay for this dirty water and put that money together and fix the fucking shit? I mean, come on.
I mean, I have like my ex-husband down there. I have my grandparents down there. I have my family down there. I have my friends down there. They deserve and have the right to clean water.
Exactly.
Every human being does. That's like the that pipeline. I always forget.
No to Paul. The oil pipeline.
Yeah, that burst. I want to say it was last week, and I remember they're like, "It's never gonna burst."
Yeah, no, they knew.
Years.
That whole thing was shady as fuck, man. They were awful to those people. That was an example of peaceful protesters being shot at from afar with guns. We saw all of it. Like, they couldn't keep it off Facebook. They were trying, but the keyboard warriors were sharing that shit, and they could not stop it. We saw what happened there. That was fucked up.
Yeah,
man. All these things that we are freaking talking about is perfect to bring up the walk for change. I mean, that is exactly what this walk is for. Of course, you know, I fight right now for cannabis, the end of cannabis prohibition, because I'm in Texas, and our even medical is crap. It's 0.5 cap. So that's what I'm fighting for as of now. But there are so many injustices. This George Floyd is bringing, you know, awareness to this horrible issues, and there's many more names. This isn't the first. This is one of millions of the shit like this that happens to. And then you got the clean water, and you've got, you know, there's so many ways that we can fight. And if y'all are wanting to join together and start protesting peacefully and have an agenda that you're planning on getting done, at the end of it. This walk is for y'all. Y'all come join us. It's starting June 20th. They're going to have a town hall meeting that day, and that's going to be setting off, I believe, the launch date of the Walk for Change, since now the corona is starting to die down. And it's going to be going all the way from Southern California to Washington, D.C. at the White House. So people are going to be like leapfrogging, like they're going to walk for 4 hours. Somebody going to come in and help them walk, and they're going to get it all done together all the way across. And hopefully
yeah.
all of us meet up at the White House at the end of it and have just one big, huge unite. And that's what this is for. This is to unite all groups together, because that's what we got to do. We got to unite.
Gotta come together. Because if we're just working on different sides, we ain't gonna get nothing done.
Right. Exactly. So if y'all want to go check that out, www.walk4change.us. Y'all go check that out. There's a lot of things we need to change, and it's not going to happen in 1 year. This is a walk, and it's going to continue for a long time, because it's till we get what we want done. It's not going to change. We're going to keep having to fight. So.
And you're going to have to keep fighting. I remember I was lobbying for medical marijuana in Michigan when it first came about. And even the state police here in Michigan tried to mess with me because I had written on my car, Prop, I think it was like 3 or something on the ballot. And they kept trying to pull me over, trying to find weed, searching my car illegally. I mean, you can't let them get to you. You can't let them push you away. You have to stick to your guns. And I'm sorry, cannabis is the best thing to happen to this world. It is a wonderful plant. It is the most beautiful thing on earth. I love it. It's great.
Oh, I totally agree with you. I was a totally different person when I was on prescription meds. I was on Xanax. I could not give a shit about anything, like not even things I should. And I couldn't function to take care of my kids. But then they want to tell you that because you smoke a joint, you're a bad parent.
Hell no.
It was okay for me to take 3 to 4 1 milligram Xanax a day and take care of my child. Like that was okay. Right. But it's just ridiculous.
It is. It's like they tell you don't drive on this stuff, but they want you to take care of your children.
And go to
you
work.
Can't even safely operate a vehicle. How are you going to be able to raise a child properly? Teach them what they need to learn.
Exactly. Yeah. I've seen so many people. There's so many stories like me of people who before and after, and you wouldn't know the difference between the picture, like is night and day. Like really? They go from being overweight and really depressed and all these health issues from this medication to once they get off of it, being totally energetic, losing weight, pounds of weight, and just you can just see a life in their eyes that were not there when those meds they were on. It's a big difference. And with this opioid epidemic, they should be jumping at the chance to legalize cannabis everywhere. Like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, cool deal, girl. Thank you so much for coming on. I think we talked about a lot today.
We did. I'm really glad to be here. I'm so glad to talk to you. I mean, not face to face, but camera to camera.
Right. Yeah.
Digital media.
I talked to you on a keyboard, but not face to face much. So this was awesome. I had a great time. Thank you so much for coming on. And tell people one more time how to get a hold of you on the radio station.
All right. You're going to be following Mountain High 10 Radio LLC, and it's the number 10. You can be following us on Instagram, Facebook. You can follow me, Mystery, on Instagram. But remember, every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you'll see this face, Mystery, doing medicinal music on Mountain High 10 Radio.
Yeah.
I think that Kelly should meet me in Flint this weekend, and I should do a live interview. What do you think of that, Candace?
You want to meet Mr. Bobby Rodrigo? He's going to be in Flint, I think.
In Flint? When is he going to be in Flint?
I'm in Flint a lot. I have a farming co-op there. I've been going up there dropping water off for 5 years, and we do it every Tuesday at the Asbury Church. I'm very connected to Flint. So I go up there. I'm definitely going up there this weekend.
This weekend?
And where are you located at when you're not in Flint?
When I'm not in Flint, I'm about a half hour outside of Gaylord, which is like literally smack dab in the state of Michigan, the northern part anyway.
Yeah, so you're not closer. So I would be coming up from Toledo.
From Toledo. Okay. I can probably get down there. Let me talk to my cousin because we go down to Flint on a regular basis because like my ex-husband's down there and I'm still really good friends with him. But maybe, yeah, I think we could definitely set something up.
I sent
For
you a
sure.
friend request. We can figure it out.
Okay.
Just an idea. We like doing walk for change interviews as much as possible. I do a bunch of them myself. We also do walk for change shorts, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were a neighbor. So
Yep, I'm a neighbor.
Heck yeah. So yeah, Bobby, meet Kelly. Kelly, meet Bobby.
Hi.
He's the man behind the curtain. He helps us with all our shows and so much more. Like he's one of the main people with Walk for Change and getting this going. So
Very cool. I'll be more than happy to meet him and help him. Absolutely. Let's get this out here.
Cool.
Let's bring cannabis to the regular.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. I'm going to go ahead and let you go and talk about the Arlington Walk really quick and about this town hall meeting.
Absolutely.
But you have a great day, love. Peace.
You too. Peace and love.
Hey, Bobby, since you're there, can we talk a little bit about the town hall meeting? I know that you know a lot more about it than I do.
well, absolutely. So June. Well, hold on a minute. I guess I'll just let me just hang out for a minute. Where am I? What am I doing here? There we go. Okay. So yeah. So interesting. Kind of love these cameras.
I know, right?
All right. So yeah. So June 20th at noon Pacific time, 3 Eastern time. The Walk for Change Town Hall will broadcast. There'll be speakers, music, panelists. We're gonna have some special guest stars. Our keynote is Eastside Morales, the Hollywood actor. Fernando Perdomo is going to be performing. There might be some other guest stars in that regard. We're going to be talking about a number of the issues that we would like to see changed as we walk for change. We're going to have a medical panel with Dr. Mary Clifton and Nurse Janice Champagne, moderated by Wendy Love Edge.
Wow.
We're going to have civil rights icon Joe Beasley will be speaking. He confirmed today, for example.
Awesome.
So we're moving along in the right direction, of course, and then all our sponsors will be highlighted as well. The Walk for Change anthem will be played. We're going to have some fun, and also there's a poll on the Walk for Change Facebook page, the event page. There's a poll asking everybody, why do you walk for change? Please stop by and chime in and say why you walk for change.
Awesome. That sounds fun. I can't wait.
See you on the flip side.
Definitely. Cool deal, Bobby. Thank you very much. And y'all, one last time, I'm going to let you know about June 6th, Arlington, Texas, y'all, right in front of Raising Cane's. We will be out there with our signs, flags, all our shirts. Come and tote it merch, stickers, shirts, all kinds of stuff. So y'all come see us out at Raising Cane's. Dan and Janet are the organizers out in Arlington, and they kick ass. We love Dan and Janet, and we love the Arlington area and Raising Cane's area because they always show us so much love out there. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a redo from the last weekend we got rained out. So y'all come out there and join us if you're in the area. I can't wait to see y'all. And that's about all I got today, y'all. Thank y'all. Peace.